Cancer, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. This allows me to pick up on additional energies as I read for the collective. It will also notify you when I upload new videos. Keep in mind, if other energies come out into the reading, place parties where it fits to the situation, only you will know. Real quick, I am going to start doing a new giveaway, and I have decided on which bracelet I would like to go ahead and do for this giveaway in January. If you are interested, I have made this bracelet myself. It is moonstone with black obsidian. It's got the howlite turquoise with the one tiger's eye. Okay, so if you are interested in winning that bracelet, go ahead and be subscribed to the channel, hit the like button, and go ahead and comment, do hashtag moonstone. That will let me know that you are interested in winning this bracelet. And also, real quick, if you are interested in wildlife photography, this is a gentleman that I know named Greg Piper. You can find him on Instagram or Facebook. It's at Greg Piper Arts or Greg Piper Art. He has some amazing photography that he takes every year. He travels to Africa, Alaska, and he takes all these pictures, and every year he creates a calendar. So if you were interested in checking out his art and his photography, go ahead, check him out on Instagram or Facebook. And if you're interested in a calendar, go ahead and check him out. He has also owns a tattoo shop. He just recently did my tattoo of the moon. So if you live in the Northern Virginia area, check him out. He's an amazing person, very creative, and just wanted to give him a little shout out. All right, so let's get into what this reading is about. So Cancer, you are the guest of honor because I'm doing your reading first. We are coming up on the full moon in Cancer. This is going to be December 26th. So this moon provides opportunities to release the lower frequencies in our lives. And commitments that no longer serve us. You know, as we know, the Cancer is, the sign is intuitive, it's creative, it's protective, and it's emotional. So you may find yourself, listening to your inner voice on certain situations, and you could also find yourself wanting to possibly get something off of your chest during that time. And it could just be a time where you discover some information coming to light. I don't know. So let's get into this and see what we can pull for you. I'm going to start off with situations. All right, Spirit, tell us about Cancer, for the full moon in Cancer. Tell us about Cancer, please. Full moon in Cancer. Tell us about Cancer. Full moon in Cancer, please. Tell us about Cancer. Boom. Protection. Possibly divine intervention. Archangel Michael's stepping in here. Okay. Okay, so there's something that's projected in the future, all right, coming down the road. So we're looking at days, weeks, months. Journal. So there could be some sort of communication, maybe some type of contract, something along those lines. Okay, what is on the bottom of the deck? And we've got pretending. Okay, possibly living beyond means, dealing with somebody fake. We've got soulmate. Okay, friendship, romantic partner. And then we've got magnetic. Okay, so unexplainable pull, can't resist. And then there's ascension and awakening. Okay. Wow, that's a lot going on there for starters, Cancer. So it looks like there's going to be some divine intervention coming in the future at some point, all right? So we are looking at, you know, weeks away from this particular full moon. And could be some communication. I don't know which way this communication is going, whether it's you putting it out or it's coming in, but it is going to bring some sort of aha moment for you, realizing that you've been pretending, or somebody you're dealing with has been pretending. Okay, and it could be a soulmate that you were supposed to learn something from, and there is an unexplainable pull towards somebody, whether that's the soulmate you are currently dealing with, or possibly a soulmate coming up into the future. Okay. Tell us more about Archangel Michael. Tell us about Archangel Michael here. We have Judgment in the reverse. So this appears to be, I want to say it was a lesson that needed to be learned that has not been learned. So divine intervention is stepping in. Tell us more about this journal. What is this? The Lovers. So real quick, Judgment is Scorpio energy. The Lovers is Gemini energy. So there is some communication, or like there is a contract between lovers. So what I'm feeling here is, before I dig into the bottom row and do any more clarifications, what I'm feeling is you're currently with somebody that is a soulmate, okay? But it's a soulmate that was not supposed to stay in your life. It was somebody you were supposed to take a lesson from. And I believe you are still at a point to where you have not realized that you should be learning a lesson and moving on from this particular person. Okay, it could be because they are someone that is not quite up to par, right? They are somebody who are probably not showing who they really are to you. It's, somebody that's not quite genuine. And so you divine intervention stepping in because you're not quite learning this lesson. So now somebody's stepping in, but it appears that you have a lover that there's going to be some communication with. Now, I don't know which way this communication is going, whether it's you reaching out or them reaching out to you, or the universe could be setting this up to where you two run into each other, right? There could be some sort of natural force that the universe is working on to bring you two together in some sort of fashion. Tell us about the ascension, please. We've got the Knight of Cups. Someone's waking up to the fact that they do want to offer love. Yeah, Page of Coins. Somebody either wants to come in with a solid offer of love, right? They're waking up to this. Some of you, it could be they're coming in with some sort of gift, or it could just be the solid offer of, hey, I want to come together. I want to make a real go at this. I want to give, a love offer. Tell us about this pretending. And again, this could go both ways. This could be, somebody coming into you, Cancer, place parties to where it fits to the situation. Okay, we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. So what I'm getting from this is if you are currently with someone that is wearing a mask, not being them true selves with you, you want to come out of this heartbreak that you're feeling. So being with this person was causing a lot of heartbreak. So this might have even have been a third-party situation to where you were with somebody and you had your lover on the side that you kept a distance from, okay? Because the lovers is a strong connection, right? It's a strong connection that's mind, body, and soul. And sometimes it's a little intimidating for one of the parties, and it has to be chosen. So if it's not chosen, then usually this person will end up going off with a karmic. And what I mean by karmic is just a soulmate that you would learn a lesson from. And so what happens is you would keep learning lessons, the same lesson, from a different person. So there could be multiple soulmates that come in and teach you the same lesson until you learn it. And this is why Archangel Michael, the divine, stepping in, because they're realizing you're not, or take it as it resonates, you or your person, they're not learning the lesson. So it's almost like the lessons are going to get a little tougher. They're going to get a little bit more uncomfortable. They're going to bring somebody in that's going to make it more difficult for you. And so it'll make you realize, okay, I've had enough of this, right? It could be somebody who just really comes in and just drags you through the mud, something awful. And to make it so uncomfortable that you end up taking a look at your lover and wanting to actually take the time to start choosing them. So this could be coming out of a third-party situation to where, you know, you don't want to be caught up with a karmic and, you know, dealing with your lover. It's, okay, I'm feeling uncomfortable. I think I want to try and go towards my lover. Tell me about this soulmate. Nine of Wands. Okay. Yeah, so you've been hurt too many times by this karmic partner. You know, you see these skulls are on fire and, you know, she's looking behind it, you know, all this hurt and, you know, it's like walking away from that house and all the memories of all the hurt is still with this person. So I think that this last soulmate that came into your life pretty much did you in, and you're like, okay, all right, I'm done with the hurt. I'm done with, you know, third-party situations. This person could have put you in third-party situations. It could have been you putting someone in third-party situations, you know, causing a lot of chaos and drama. So now it's, okay, all right, enough is enough. I'm done. You know, I think I want to start taking a look at my lover. Confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. And, you know, take a look at, you know, it's kind of like you've got two choices. Either you keep learning these lessons that are coming in from new people, and the lessons, like I said, are going to get more difficult, or you can choose your lover. And while it's not the easiest relationship, it's still a healthy relationship, because this person will challenge you to be a better person. They're not going to challenge you to hurt you, right? There's a big difference. Both are work. It's, do you want the work that's going to be super painful, or do you want the challenge to where it just makes you a better person? And vice versa, you make them a better person. It's work for the other your lover. It's work for them as well. But it makes you two much better people, because you're able to work on, you know, fears and things that make you uncomfortable. You know, basically looking in the mirror and saying, hey, what can I work on about myself? You know, what can I do better? And so that's the type of relationship. So that's kind of what's happening here is, yeah, I mean, divine intervention stepping in on this and saying, okay, well, we're going to start making these lessons a lot more difficult for you. Tell us about magnetic. Four of Wands. Yeah, so the magnetic attraction is the unexplainable pull towards your lover. Okay, so the lover is like I said, it's a strong connection. It's they're on your mind, as Rich Lop says. They own space in your head rent free, right? You're constantly thinking about them, and while you're always trying to move on and date other people, because you're like, I don't know if I want to be with this person because it makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't want to look in the mirror and say, hey, I see this wrong with you, ego death. I don't, things that, most people, it's work. It sucks. It sucks looking in the mirror and saying, I gotta watch how I, say how I want to get something off my chest with my partner. Maybe it's, taking a step back and saying, hey, honey, I wish you would not do X, Y, and Z because it makes me feel, X, Y, and Z, rather than just being like, hey, dipshit, stop doing that. Okay. I don't like it. It irritates me, right? There's a way to communicate your point, and that's kind of like part of the lover's union is, if you don't know how to communicate kindly with your lover, then this is something that you would look in the mirror and say, okay, how is it I can get my point across without hurting somebody's feelings, or coming across like a jackass, right, and causing fights and turmoil. So that's just like an example. But you have the Four of Wands, so this is an open opportunity of happiness, stability, building a relationship, possible marriage, right? Being happy. And so even though it's going to be work, you'll be happy rather than disappointment, heartbreak, hurt, pain. It's two different pains. It's a good pain versus a negative pain is what this is. And it looks like during this full moon, this is going to be that moment to where you realize, okay, I've had enough. I think I want to go ahead and take a look at what can I do better for myself so I can actually be with my lover. All right, so I'm going to pull some tea leaf here. I have to put these in two separate decks because, as you can see, trying to, shuffle these decks, especially being round, not quite that easy. So we have to do it. Flowers, happiness, yes. See, choosing the right path, okay, is going to lead you to happiness, right? Rather than dealing with somebody who's fake, right? Doing things that's going to hurt you. Rather than picking your lover, okay? Smelling the flowers, smelling the roses, stopping to smell the roses. Take the time for your happiness, right? Who wouldn't want to be happy rather than being in a miserable relationship with somebody who's fake, possibly, living beyond their means? Sorry, I'm not used to these. What else do we have in here for Cancer? We'll see what's in the other deck. Okay. Coins. Money will be coming to you. So yeah, kind of like I said, I felt like whoever the soulmate you were dealing with, the karmic, I feel like they were living beyond their means, which was causing you to live beyond your means. you stepping out of this situation is actually going to bring, you know, money back to you, because you won't be dealing with somebody who is, you know, spending all of the money, living beyond means, right? That might be one of the challenges of your lover. Maybe your lover is somebody who likes to save money or thinks of the future, and is one of those who says, hey, before you make any, you know, setting a threshold of purchases, before you make a purchase over $1,000, let's talk about it, right? Let me know. Rather than somebody just saying, you know, I don't care what you think. I'm going to spend $5,000. I'm going to spend it, and I don't need to tell you about it. You'll find out about it when, you know, you log on to the bank account and see that it's missing, right? Who wants that? You know, you want somebody who's going to work with you, not against you. And you're going to have karmics working against you because they're karmics. You're supposed to be learning a lesson. Claw. Be careful. Do not take risks. Yeah. Be careful taking risks with other karmic partners, okay? Because again, even though this reading here shows that during the full moon, this is all going to come to light, it doesn't mean you're still going to choose your lover and take that route, okay? You could still want to pick another karmic partner. It's free will. You know, this does, you know, these cards are not saying this is what you are or not going to do. This is the energy of what's happening, and it's providing you the information of what, you know, steps you can take to go in the right direction. But again, like I said, keep in mind, Archangel Michael, the divine, is stepping in, and if you choose to not choose your lover and work on yourself, then Spirit's saying be careful with the risks that you take, right? Because you could end up in taking a risk that's going to cost you a lot more than you've ever dreamed of. So, choice is up to you. Hat. You will be playing a different role. So, what I'm getting out of this is, if you were to choose your lover, the roles would kind of be changing a little bit. Instead of you dealing with someone who's fake and pretending, spending beyond their means, putting you in third-party situations, you know, the role can reverse, where if you just change your hat, you could end up with somebody that's opposite, okay? Opposite of what you're used to seeing, and it will be somebody who's willing to work with you, not against you. Parrot. Someone will gossip about all your secrets. Yeah, see, this is part of be careful, do not take risks, okay? Because you might be dealing with somebody, or you could end up dealing with somebody who will take whatever your personal information or secrets are, and they could go telling everybody, right? So if they have access to your bank account, or they have access to, you know, your social security, whatever secrets that you would not want to get out into the public. And I'm not saying any kind of secrets that are bad. I mean, we all have our own personal secrets that we don't want to get out to everybody, but you could end up with somebody who's going to, you know, chirp, right? Chirp like a bird, chirp like a canary. Repeat things that you've said. Information that you do not want to get out. So that, you know, you got to be careful of these hard lessons. Casket. Someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So yeah, there could be the possibility of this karmic leaving your life, okay, and then ending of this heartbreak situation, and now finally learning your lesson and choosing the correct partner for you. Okay, what's in here? What other final messages do we have here for Cancer? So you have a lover coming in. The choice is yours whether you want to give a solid offer ear ringing. Okay, so if your ears are ringing, and I don't mean ringing as in constant with pain. Sometimes your ears will ring. It'll be a high pitch, low pitch, or it'll be like a static sound. If you have that happening once in a while, whether it's the right ear or left ear, you are going through a type of an awakening, okay, which is part of the Ascension card that came out, okay, spiritual awakening. For you to have, to give an actual solid love offer, okay, or to accept a solid love offer coming in to place parties where it fits. But if your ear is ringing in a high pitch, that is good energy, good vibrations that are around you. Pay attention to what you're doing, where you're at, who you're talking to, what's being said. If it's a low ring, that's negative energy. Again, whenever your ear rings, pay attention to where you are, what you're doing, what's being said, whatever the situation is, write it down, even if you don't have time to analyze it right there at that moment. Jot it down, go back to it later. If it's static, that means you are willing to open up yourself to the universe to accept, you know, the messages that you are receiving from them, whether it's, you know, a thought. So you could be in a certain situation to where you have a gut thought or your intuition kicks in and you're like, this sounds like BS. You know what I mean? Just pay attention to that. That means, you know, the universe knows that you're willing to open up to them, helping to guide you, because like Rich Lop says, the universe sees and hears things you don't. So that's why they signal you into, you know, whatever situation you're doing or whatever you're at or whoever you're talking to. Your ears will ring, and that's the universe, one of the ways of the universe trying to help guide you, since you can't see and hear everything going on. They're trying to let you know that. Okay, move in silence. If you are moving towards your lover, okay, and you have started to pull away from a karmic or karmics in your life, no need to let them know what you're doing, okay? Move in silence, because the parrot. You've got gossipers, like I said, around you that might want to talk, spill the secrets on what's going on. And once the secrets are out, usually the plan, the manifestation can get ruined before it has a chance to even work. Okay? So Spirit saying, move in silence. You don't need to tell anybody if you're moving towards a lover. Yes. Don't need, okay, so you don't want to need anything or anyone. It's okay to want, it's okay to pursue, but you don't want to deal with people who need you for happiness, financials, emotional stability, whatever it is. Just, you know, I need you to pay my bills. I need you for a place to live. I need you for a car ride to work every day. You know, be careful of having these types of people in your life that just only need you for things rather than them genuinely wanting to be in your life, and vice versa. You being that way with other people. Okay? Anything? Do we have anything else? Do we have one more, or is that it? Okay, and also if you're having strange dreams where you wake up and you're like, what the F was that? Like, what was that? You may only remember 2 things that were really crazy, outlandish. Google those 2 outlandish things you remember, or 3 things. You know, you may not remember the whole dream in a sequence. You may remember snapshots of it. Go ahead and Google what those snapshots are to see what your subconscious is trying to bring to your conscious mind to help you. That's another way that universe, spirit guides, passed on loved ones, that's how they're communicating with you, okay? They're trying to help guide you, because again, you don't always hear and see everything that's going on around you, but the universe does. So they try to signal us to help guide us to make the right decisions. But right now it's telling you move in silence. Otherwise, if you want to keep picking karmic partners, the lessons are going to get harder and harder to where it makes you feel so uncomfortable. You're going to be forced to stay away from karmic people. Okay? Much love and light. I hope this was helpful to somebody, and I will talk to you soon.